Welcome back to It's That Podcast After Dark. We're here with the host.
Everybody check your mics.
Aldo.
Nessie.
And your boy No Kizzy Mo.
Mo Kizzy Mo. I mean no Kizzy man. We currently have one of our hosts on his phone. We'll patiently wait for him until he gets off the phone. May Allah bless him and make it easy for him. I mean.
In today's episode, man, we're gonna keep it at After Dark.
Yep.
And
with a bit of light.
We got one of our
I'm one of the brothers.
we got one of our Caucasian niggas sitting by. Nah, I'm playing. We got a brother sitting aside us, you know what I'm saying, to keep us on track because we might wild out a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? We're gonna bring this topic out to light.
Let's stay steady. That's it.
All right. So what's the first?
Have you guys heard of what happened in the White House? How
What?
they found Joe Biden in his office. They found him with cocaine. They
Actually?
found cocaine in his office.
I mean, serious?
Yeah, in
So
the White
what?
House. That's what supposedly the news says.
You're just lying. Why are you lying?
Wallah,
for?
I'm being
CFS?
serious. Let's search it up on the news. You have your phone right there.
Okay.
Don't
Wait,
search it
wait.
up. I think I'm making go on his phone.
No, that's right.
Yeah, but I'm not surprised. Joe Biden's a bit dopey there, to be fair.
Joe Biden.
Like, there's had to be something up with him. The way the guy acts on the thing.
Allah.
And just the way he talks and stuff.
Joe Biden is a whole meme, bro.
No, he's actually like an old man. Like all the stuff that he says, it doesn't make sense. Like he's like, we need to go. First of all, hey man, you know what I'm saying? Welcome.
It doesn't match his age, eh?
Yeah.
It's just like, what are you on about, cuz?
Yeah, he's like crazy, bro.
At one point, like he starts, like, I think it was delivering a speech, then he starts talking about COVID.
I don't know, bro.
I don't know.
Have you
A serious speech.
have you seen that one clip where he goes like, if something about children being privileged, and then he goes like, these children can also be like white kids. He saved himself by, he goes like, and black kids, and rich kids, and Asian kids.
Nah, he's just reckless, bro.
But-
It's like he has no filter.
No, but I don't know how to put someone like him in power, but I question, like, what's the
To be honest, if you put someone like him in power, bro, I feel like niggas are too, like, at that point, bro, there's really no point. Just put anyone else in power.
I know.
A nigga
real,
like
bro.
him, man, you start feeling like insecure about your let's say another country or something like that tries to invade you. And then you have a nigga like this, bro.
Yeah, calling the shots, talking
But,
about.
but you're
Yeah,
right. But
shut
you're right.
the
But
hell
at
up.
the same time, when he got elected, that was like the same time.
Man.
that was the same time. That was the same time Trump was like at his worst. Everyone hated Trump at that time. So he was like the next best option. So they didn't really have a
No,
choice.
Trump was alright, man. Listen,
Nah,
At
when
the
Trump
time-
was
at the
president.
time, no one really liked Trump.
Nah, when Trump was president. When Trump was, relax. I could just hear myself clearly because I just connected my thing.
Yeah, bro.
I couldn't hear myself before,
Oh,
and I'm talking so fast right now.
yeah, bro.
Do I talk this fast all the time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to be talking like this from now on.
Go on.
All right.
You're still talking very fast, just in a robot voice.
Are you being serious?
Just carry on.
Do you know? No. When Donald Trump was president, bruv, things were actually good. Gas was low, no inflation, no nothing. Bruv, stuff was good. There was no war.
Did you?
Ukraine was
I don't know about
Did
no
you-
war.
did you-
Nah, the guy he held it down.
Who's
with
holding it
Putin,
down,
bro. He
bro?
held it
No,
down.
nah, not really, bro.
Bro, he had a
Kim
lot of
Jong-un,
internal. Yeah, he had
How
niggas.
Kim
bro.
Jong-un
Listen, I'll explain.
threatened to
external-
No, I'll
bomb
explain it.
America?
Trump
Yeah,
wasn't
the Mexicans trying to bomb this nigga
Trump,
too. What?
No, it's not that. Trump wasn't listening to the head honchos, like the people behind the scene. Hence why he's not the president anymore. Joe Biden's so dopey. You can tell someone's telling him what to say and what to
Yeah,
do.
bro.
He's scripted, but this guy's
Bro,
living a whole
to the
scripted life.
brim.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Donald Trump, bro, it caused a lot of chaos.
That's my dog. That's my dog.
Damn, Donald Trump? Yeah, bro. That's crazy.
Oh, build that wall, nigga.
Like, that's the thing about every president.
Damn, nigga, you gonna get canceled.
What did he
I
say?
said, build that wall, nigga.
Oh shit! I didn't even hear that.
Build it, nigga.
The Vatos Locos are coming, nigga. Telling you right now, nigga.
Yeah, what you gonna say? Pointless.
I don't even know. I was just gonna talk about black people and how black people just eat black people.
Yeah, back to the topic, man. We were talking about
Of
black
After
people,
Dark.
yeah?
Personally, I don't mind black people, but I do have a bone to pick.
What?
What you got?
African women. Butter.
What's going on?
Why are you guys always yelling in it?
They're loud, yeah.
Like, come on. I'm right here. They'll be yelling your name.
Period pool. Niggas ain't shit.
I feel like that started with black girls.
Oh my
That-
god, that's so annoying, bro. When I
Niggas
hear
ain't shit thing.
Yeah, bro, that's such a big ick. Oh my days, bro. When I hear
And then from that, it went to black men ain't shit. Now
Yeah.
Snow Bunny's been saying black man ain't shit.
Yeah.
Only because black girls started saying niggas ain't shit.
You know they're so hurt now. They feel like they're not getting attention from black people because
Yeah,
black people
'cause-
are going a lot more with.
Because it's sad. Look, black guys don't want them.
Whoa.
It's true. Like,
Hold
the
it
first-
down,
it's true,
dog.
look, the first option for a black person is not like to get a black girl. It's also to like get like a white
Whoa.
girl. Like, I'm not like a white girl, but like any race besides black. And for every other race, it's the same thing. Like every other race is not looking at black girls and being like, "Oh, I want to get a black girl as my first option."
Yeah, but
Hold on, listen, listen,
No,
listen.
no,
Quick
no,
question,
no,
quick
no.
question,
Guys.
quick question. Just quick question.
Yeah,
Because
bro.
obviously I'm the odd one out in the group right now.
Yeah, actually, let's get
we're
your-
all
let's
brothers.
get
We're all
your
brothers.
perspective,
But,
yeah.
but me personally, I don't see the actual problem that you guys see. So I don't know what you guys see.
Yeah,
You know what I'm trying to say?
I feel like it's an internal affair with us, but
But that's what I mean. Like, explain it to
Wait,
me.
so
how,
what?
How,
wait,
how
wait,
is
wait.
it
Let's
really?
Wait,
behind the
let's
scenes?
see what you see, and then we'll try and see if we can tell you what we see based off what you see.
Okay.
That's so
This man's trying to set me up, but
like based off seeing
Wait,
black
can I
girls,
say something?
the way
Listen,
they act.
Wait,
and-
let me just disclaimer. Okay, listen.
yo,
Abdullah, let me just tell you something right now. You right here, just like me, Aziz, and Mohammed, you are just as qualified to talk about on these topics. It doesn't matter the color of your skin.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter your age.
We're given
It doesn't-
permission.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you're from. Okay.
anyone that got a problem
long as
with
you're-
it, come see me about it.
Listen.
and me.
As long as you're not being disrespectful or anything like that, because you're not anyway. Because all you're doing is just speaking facts. All we're doing is just seeing what we're observing. So it's not
Yeah.
anything wrong.
Facts,
Like
facts.
they would say, speak your truth, mate.
Yeah.
Facts.
that's
As-
it.
yeah. So listen, don't feel like whatever you're saying is nullified because your skin color. Because it doesn't matter. You're
Don't
entitled.
feel limited to what you say.
You're
Speak
entitled to have an
speak your
opinion.
mind.
You're entitled to have an opinion, just like I am. So we're over here talking about black
This
issues.
guy should be a black
Okay.
activist.
You
The way
can
he's talking.
no. He can have an opinion too. All right, because it's 100% is gonna be backlash. Like they're gonna be like, who's this
he's
white boy
white?
talking on behalf?
I'm not white, by the way. Just so everyone knows.
But that's what they're gonna say. They're gonna be like,
Yeah,
who's
yeah.
this white guy talking on behalf of black people or talking about black
He's
people?
not
who
white.
has
He's
no-
light skin.
No.
Middle
It's not. It's
Eastern.
not about that. Don't
Oh.
worry about that. So just a disclaimer for anyone who wants to say anything.
He
But,
probably
okay.
just forgot what he's about to ask.
No. But I still don't. I didn't forget how I think of them. Look, disrespect, no disrespect. Listen, obviously I don't mean it with any disrespect. Wait, obviously I mean it with full respect.
That's it.
I personally see them in a light where they're just very controlling and strong.
Yeah.
They're just very strong. Like you have to have a good reason to tell them no. That's the way I see it.
You know, that's
Like
such a real one.
you gotta think of your
Well, you
words.
guys speaking facts without knowing.
You're speaking facts.
I'll explain that. I'll explain that in the best and the nicest way I can without trying to violate. I think the issue is that because of African women or black women, because of the way they're built, they feel like they're built different. Like, if you look across the board of all races,
Yeah.
some African girls are tall and come in all shapes and sizes. So when you have that like alphaness look already, you just want to feel
That's
alpha.
crazy.
Like you want to call the shots.
take advantage.
Yeah,
of
like you want to feel because I'm a big girl. Let me step up and be a big girl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know, look, I'll say it like this. Every single race, in terms of their females, they got their females that are like masculine and they have their females that are like more feminine. It's just a scale, yeah? It just happens to be, because 100% like for black people or black women, there's feminine ones. But just a large number of them, or maybe it might just be a small number of them, but they're like represented the most. The loud ones, the masculine ones, the ones that are like so tough and so strong. They're the ones that have the loudest voice.
Yeah, because half of
And
them
it
are
gives-
like 6 foot something.
Yeah, but it's not even about them being 6 foot. It's just the way they act.
Yeah, but no small girl's gonna be like, let me challenge you for your dominance.
No, there is. There's 100% out there. There
Yeah,
is,
but
but
not
it's
like
just
that.
It's just there's a
very minimal amount.
there's a larger representation and like a view on the ones that are like ratchet and the ones that scream and the ones that cause problems. Because you know, it's the thing I've noticed a lot. Like for example, every single time there's like a gay person and they're angry and it's just the way they act to be feminine, to be strong, to get like that respect. They act like a black woman, which is kind of disgusting. I'm being serious.
Who acts like
Every time you see a gay person,
yeah.
and they're angry, and when they're screaming and stuff like that, who do they act like?
Act
like a black woman.
Yeah. Right.
That's what I don't know where it comes from.
Okay, you don't gotta just put us just on the gay people. Majority of women act like that.
Yeah, true.
Majority of women.
You seen a black girl go crazy?
I personally have not, because I've never put myself in that situation.
Good man.
Like
Yeah.
they're trying to fight.
But
Like,
I
they're
just
trying
want
to
to
throw
know.
hands.
I've seen videos.
no, but it's the way they're built. I keep
I just
telling
want to
you.
know who are they. I want to
as
know
in-
who are they influenced by? By who? to act like that.
That's
It's
crazy.
the way it built. When you're 5'11", built like a man is different, dog.
No, but some of them are like skinny,
Some.
short, but they still have that mentality where they
Yeah, that's what
they
I'm trying
feel
to say.
so dominant. They
Because
yell.
the way they're built.
Like, what's going on,
I'm
man?
telling you. They're tall. Taller than me.
You know, look, I'll be
us
honest with you.
combined.
This is all the stuff we're talking about is like more exclusive to Americans. This is more like in America. And you know what's one thing I was
Oh
talking
my
about?
God, American culture. They're black girls over there. Like we're talking about our
No, we're
black
talking
girls
about,
here,
like-
or like in total.
Just like in general.
Oh nah, because
But it's kinda
American
unfair.
one is like even like.
Yeah, but it's kind of unfair to say in general. But it's just like there's such a misrepresentation
Like if we're
because
talking
of the
about
ones.
America, you see the financial status. Have you seen the bro? There's like statistics and stuff like I showed that apparently niggas gonna have to make at least like a meal or something like that.
Yeah, do you know?
Average
Oh,
for,
that's
to satisfy a black woman or something like that.
Yeah,
You-
that's something
you
that
gotta
actually makes me
specify
sad.
where they're from.
Look, that's what I was getting
Because
to.
there's like some like there's some from France, but they're very like they're posh and
Yeah,
they're
that's the
home and
feminine.
everything.
Look, that's what I'm saying. Look, because of the ones in America. Okay, let's just say that they give a like a representation of the over like because they're
Oh yeah,
they're
the
more
control.
loud.
They're
Yeah,
like the brains of the
yeah.
operation.
Not the brains of operation. They're so loud and they're so outspoken. When everyone thinks of a black woman, they're not thinking of like a feminine one like in France or like in one of these African countries that like
Yeah.
they're not thinking of that. They're thinking of like a loud, ratchet, old rat black woman. You know what I mean? That's talking about, oh, my man needs to make at least 300K a year and she has like 3 baby daddies.
You know,
You know what I mean? Like it's just come on, my nigga.
you know where that came from, but I think from what he said,
History, you
This
reckon?
this stems from all of a sudden a few black women become successful, and then they all just ride that train.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
black women can
nigga.
do this,
Nigga,
black
They
women
heard-
can
they
do
heard-
that.
They heard
Oprah.
Beyonce.
Oprah paved the way.
They heard Beyonce put out that song, The Independence. Niggas went crazy.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
But that's what it's
Just for-
They're like, we've been put down for too long. Brother, no one's putting you down. No
We
one
won the
cares.
world, girls. Nah, that's it. Them niggas went crazy.
I know.
after that.
Hey, bruv, Beyonce. I feel like Beyonce is actually like a cancer when it comes to like black girls, but she's given the wrongest
But
misconception.
she's not even in the
Biggest
scene.
props,
Yeah.
yeah.
She
She's
said-
not even in the scene.
Yeah, like listen, do you know the thing? Like, look, this is one thing that I only realized recently. Like, the same way some stupid guys, they listen to like murder music and rap music and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and they actually like go and try to do that stuff in the music and try to live that lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's the same thing for girls. They listen to like people like Beyonce.
They
and,
get
like,
influenced
Lizzo.
by this
Yeah,
culture,
they get influenced,
yeah.
and then they actually listen to the lyrics. And Beyonce saying, "I don't need no man to do this. I don't need no man. All the single ladies, all this stuff, bruv." The message they're getting from it, they're actually trying to live that life.
Mind you, Beyonce's happily married to a millionaire.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that cheated.
exactly.
Oh, that cheated on her too.
A
And
billionaire.
she's a billionaire, since
Billionaire,
billionaire.
yeah, yeah.
Cheated on her multiple times and she's
Yeah,
still staying.
I actually don't like the message
That's
that
crazy.
she's sending.
If that's what y'all aspiring to be, good luck. That's
Look,
it.
I don't know where they get it from. If they get their like personalities from media, because do you know what's our trend like in America, which is very sad in the black communities? They ain't got no fathers, bro. They don't got no fathers. They
Yeah,
don't.
but that's
Got,
across the
That
board.
feels so weird, bro.
what is it? What's so weird?
Yeah, girl.
Yeah, they don't got no fathers. They don't got like a. They don't got no fathers. They got.
hard, yeah?
It's true. Look, it's actually true. Look. I'll tell you. This is the problem. This is actually the problem. Look. This is the problem. Okay. This is the problem.
Go.
They live in the most dysfunctional households. They don't have a father.
Damn.
They have half siblings because
Damn.
their mother is promiscuous and have babies with like multiple people.
Daquan.
All right. They live in households where there's just men coming in
Oh
and
my
out.
God, and that's
drugs
how-
coming in and out.
That's how these abortions and stuff, bro.
Yeah. Oh, don't even get me started on abortions, bro.
Yeah,
they're,
bro.
They're murdering children.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Continue.
just the whole
Double homicide.
just the whole upbringing, you can't really say is their fault. But at the same time, like, listen, you know the way I think about it. I've seen there was this post. It goes like this: it was these two kids. One was successful and the other one wasn't successful. Had like a bad life. Both of the excuses for them being like in the situation they were is that their father was an alcoholic.
Alcoholic.
Yeah. The one that became successful was like, I became successful because my father was an alcoholic. The one that was, he didn't really have like he had a misfortune in life. He's like, because my father was alcoholic, I turned out like this. So
Yeah.
just because the environment you're in, like, bro, or the upbringing you have, like, you shouldn't let it determine too much, like, how you end up. Because now, like, all these, it's true, yeah?
No, you're actually right. You're actually right.
Like-
Because I've seen that. I've seen that happen a lot with, especially in school. You have a lot of people say, "But I came from a household that's abusive and stuff." Like, yeah, I get it. Like, it's tough on you and stuff. But that, as you said, shouldn't determine how you end up to be, because it's like you're making it like a domino effect.
Yeah,
Because then that's gonna pass on to your children. It's gonna keep going on and on and on.
Yeah, exactly. Because
exactly.
ultimately, it's your actions that determine your future. So you
You
can't
gotta
be like,
beat the change in that.
yeah, exactly.
domino effect.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what like happens a lot. I'm not sure, like maybe in America, but it's just like bad. And this is just for like black people in general, not only just the females.
And it passes down generations too. That's the crazy part.
I guess it's easier said than done, right?
Huh?
So it's easier said than done.
Yeah, 100%. It's hard.
What country do you reckon would have the most mature and most respectful black woman? It would have to be somewhere in
probably-
Africa,
yeah,
yeah,
probably
like
back
where
home.
they're like,
Back home. The villages back home.
the villages and
yeah,
stuff like
100%.
You know, black people in America, they don't look at us and be like, oh, we're black. They look at us and be like, we're African. Like 1, 2, 3, they be like, we're African, but they're black people.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, okay, I'll explain to you like this.
So what's the difference between like what's the
That's
difference?
what we're
in
trying to
saying
figure out.
That's what we're trying to say. Like African Americans, they don't identify as Africans. Like they can have the whole lineage, everyone in their family, their mothers and fathers, they're all black, but they won't be like, oh, I'm African. They'll be like, I'm black. I don't know what that
So
means.
so let's say you had a brother and your brother was born, raised, and everything in America, and you are still the same way you are.
Yeah.
He wouldn't consider you like, as you said, black.
Yeah, he wouldn't say I'm
consider
black.
you
He'll be like, oh, he's
You
African.
say you're African.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. But he wouldn't consider
As if
himself
black
African.
is
Yeah,
a,
he
as if
wouldn't
black is a
consider-
continent or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, exactly. Like they're trying to literally make like, oh, they're like blacks are being black is like a whole culture. It's a whole separate thing from me. You're African. You're just African. That's what it is. But they don't want to identify as African because they feel like it's less than what they are.
That's crazy. I actually.
Yeah, but I guess
actually
that's
didn't see it
because
like
of the
that.
stigma of the media saying that Africa is this perfect place, but it's not really. It's pretty
Yeah.
lit.
Yeah,
And let me just make
so
it
they
clear.
take
I don't
that-
know who's.
So they take that and just run with it and say, oh yeah, why would I want to be African when it's portrayed as this terrible place on the news?
yeah. But why would I want to be black? But Africans are looking at them and be like, why would I want to be like an African American or black person when look at the way they're living? The way they're living is like
uncultured
bad.
and unseasoned.
Yeah, like they're killing each other all the time.
Yeah.
Babies are being born out of
Come on,
wedlock.
man. We got to come in as units, man. What are we talking about?
So hold on. So is it like, for example, see me, I'm Arab. Is it like saying because the way you're saying it is me, I could say I'm from Iraq.
It's the same. It's the
And
same
then-
way. It's the same
And
way.
they're saying they're from Dubai.
No. It's the
You know what I'm
same.
trying to say?
It's like you said, you're
Because
from
they see me as a terrorist, but they see them as like,
It's like-
this
it's
beautiful
like-
place
it's-
everyone
no,
wants to go
it's
to.
like saying
it's true,
you're-
but it's the same. It's the same way. Like,
But we're both
I'll
Arab.
tell you. It's the same way. Like a Syrian person would be like, I'm not Arab, I'm a Syrian, or I'm not Iraqi, I'm a Syrian. But you nigga, you don't. You damn well Iraqi. You're from Iraq. You're geographically from Iraq.
or like
That's crazy. to
or
me.
continent wise. Let's say if an Egyptian says that he's Arab,
Yeah,
which
true.
he is Arab, but he's in the African continent.
Yeah, but it's actually African.
And
Yeah,
he's-
like Doug. Yeah,
yeah, and then they
Black
mention that
as
he's not Arab.
Yeah,
It's like that.
That's what it is.
I've actually never seen a really dark Egyptian.
Yeah,
before.
but what came across my mind is, bruh, I don't know who started calling, bruh. The fact that they said we're black, does that not feel like kind of,
Yeah,
we're
I'm
actually
light-skinned.
not
Fuck
black.
yeah.
If you look at us, bro, we're actually brown.
Bro, they're looking at this right now like we're black.
Yeah.
They're looking at this right
Oh
now
yeah,
like
the
we're
camera.
black.
Sorry, today we don't have our lighting, so
This is not my real skin color.
this is not real.
It's not my real skin
We're
color.
looking a little too dark today, but yeah, you know,
You know,
we ain't got the lighting, so please
I
excuse
got
us
the
for that.
sauce.
Oh yeah, do you know what's the thing? Look, I feel like we've just been, well, to the viewers, they probably just think we've been talking like shit
Reckless.
about black people this whole time. We haven't actually touched on any issues. Can we talk about, okay.
We love our black woman.
I said black woman, but then
Okay, let's
acknowledge the whole thing.
let's talk. Okay, let's talk about an actual issue that's rampant
Go on.
in the black community.
What is it?
Promiscuity. What do you guys reckon? The sleeping around, the casual dating, the casual sex, this that. That's not a good thing that's happening
In what are you talking about? In America? In Australia?
in general, just in the black community. Well, let's say in America actually. Let's use them because they're like the
Primate.
yeah. Look, they're like the example in most black people now that they're just conceding with them.
Listen, the people pay for pay-per-view, first of all. I think it's just a lack of morals.
I feel like having a criminal record making you look more dominant.
What?
For the men.
What is it? Say it
For
again?
the men, having a criminal
Criminal
record.
record.
Yeah. Oh, you're actually right.
Satisfying the females. Because a lot of the men, they get insecure because they don't have a criminal record showing that they what is it called? Showing that they're not
about it.
Yeah, they're about it, or trying to satisfy the females. Because a lot of the females, they do look for someone who's someone
Like,
who's
I need me a thug.
dangerous,
he's speaking
thug,
facts.
a gangster or something like that.
He's speaking
Know what
facts.
I'm
You know what he's saying? Okay,
I need me a thug.
look. Okay, like this. They have the wrong perception, like in America and stuff like that. Yeah, in terms like of what's it called?
Yeah, that thing's loud. Yeah.
Masculinity. Oh yeah, they got the
I
wrong.
thought I heard the ad. Happy, yo, it ain't me.
Oh,
This nigga
what
took
the-
his headphones off
that's
to
an
hear an
ancient. That's an ancient ass ad.
Right, you took
I've not seen that ad in years.
You took your headphones off to hear an ad.
Yeah, bro.
You press out of place.
Yeah, you do not press the right one.
Okay, do you know, especially in America, yeah, because there's no like actual proper like masculine figures in their households and stuff like that, yeah.
Why you keep attacking the dad?
No, it's real shit. No, this is real. This is real.
I know it's real shit, man. Come on,
It's
bro.
only one to one mom and said, look, because there's no actual masculine figures inside the household and stuff like that. The females don't have a real perception of what it means to be masculine. So when they see a black guy that came from prison and
Was
that's-
able to
that's
play
all
them
this-
roles. Yeah,
that's all this game banging stuff to be like, that's a masculine guy, that's the type of guy I want a guy.
Yeah, but that's
like he's
that.
been through
But
his
that-
experience. He
but
knows what
those-
he's doing.
Yeah, but those are the same people that will beat the hell out of them, get them pregnant and leave them. You know what I mean? Get them
Yeah.
drugged up and stuff like that.
Majority,
That's the type of thing. Because that all the gangster stuff and getting locked up is being like glorified and it's seen like as being masculine and being like a strong man, but it's not. That's actually what
I don't
that's,
think
that's the
and
trait
that's
of a
I
woman.
don't think it's glorified. I think it's just accepted as the norm, which is
Yeah.
glorified. I think they're just so used to it.
They're
But
used
how
to
did
it
it, how
because
did it become normal? That's what I'm saying.
Because
Because it used to be. It used
I
to
feel
be.
like-
I need
I
a
feel like-
classy man. He needs
No,
to
I feel
have
like-
a
I
good
feel like-
job and.
yeah, I feel like it came from the music industry because
did?
when Snoop Dogg and all them Ice Cube and stuff like once they got into like all those actions and gangster
Snoopy
gang,
Doob.
what's it called? The gang banging and stuff like that. Once viewers and listeners start listening to that stuff, they started like what is it called? Obviously getting the influence from that. So it's thinking like, oh yeah, that shit's hard. This nigga really is about that shit,
yeah,
So once they got influenced by stuff like that, that's when they start repping that stuff and passing it down to other generations. Yeah, let me pass this down. They have a criminal record. It makes you just look like top notch.
I got
top
the
guy.
sauce.
Is that.
Have any of you felt like that during your life?
To be honest,
yeah, like what?
yeah. If I'm being honest,
Like you felt like you needed to get like some.
oh no,
Like your hands, like you needed to get your hands a bit dirty just so you could.
Nah, not personally, but I just
not really,
not
but
like
it does,
that.
no, but I can understand
It
where it comes
definitely
from.
promotes you.
I can understand where it comes from when you listen to all this music about killing and murdering and taking drugs and stuff like that, and then you see the lifestyles that these rappers live, and they're rich, they're famous, they got like all these chains and stuff like that. I can understand and see why people would gravitate towards that, because they affiliate being rich and famous to being a murderer, being a killer, doing all this stuff. You know what I mean? That's the only reason, and that's the thing I don't like about rap. The
personally,
image that it shows and the thing that it portrays. And-
personally, with that gone.
yeah, and the biggest problem I have with like the rap industry and the music industry, the message that they push is so bad for society.
Yeah,
like
it
so much
is.
people get like negative ideas from the music industry,
It is.
and at the same time, the government promotes it. They pay like thousands of dollars to get like rappers and musicians from overseas to come here and play. It's like it brings money to
to
tourism
their
and stuff
country,
like that.
tourists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it brings money on that, and they pay heaps of money. But at the same time, they be like, we have a what's called gang problem. We have a murder problem. We have this problem. But look at the stuff that they're promoting, and it all comes from music, and what the message that they spread in music. You know what I mean? And the thing is, most of the time, these rappers, they don't live this lifestyle anymore. They don't live it. They're in the what's called $1 million houses, like up in LA and stuff like that. They are far away from the hood and the lifestyle that they used to live, but they still portray that lifestyle even though they're not part of it. You know what I mean? It's just all to capitalize off money to them. That's what it is to them, but they don't understand the damage they're actually doing.
I mean, you could see it in their eyes. To be honest, every time you see it, they just look so bored. Like they look like what's next. They don't know what's coming next.
Yeah. It's crazy, bro. It's actually crazy. It's just disgusting, to be honest with you. Because when you see what it actually is, bro.
But
like,
it gets, to be honest with you, I feel like they do still have that characteristic in them
Give me a second.
because
this thing Jack got up. Is it still recording?
Let him do his thing, man. Do you? It's all good, bro.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
What we say, Mohammed?
I feel like this characteristic is slightly still in them because I seen a video from Rick Ross and this guy's mentioning, because these guys, mind you, these
Man,
guys,
Rick Ross is not serious, but I can't take him serious.
yeah, you can't really take
Guy
this
used to work,
serious.
used
But
to be a
once,
correctional officer.
Yeah.
And no one wants to be. No one wants to manage
I don't know,
criminals
this
and
nigga-
rappers.
this nigga is all over
What,
the place.
dog?
yeah, he's all over the place. But I did mention one time he got out of character And it was like, if any of you niggas pull up to my crib, I'm pop your ass, you know, I'm from the hood, this, that, you know what I'm saying? The way he's talking, yeah? Like, he still has that character in him because obviously this nigga, once you're famous, you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I
And
think
you put yourself at a higher risk where people are able to target you and put a bounty on you because obviously you got the money, you know? So for that instance, I feel like you got to kind of portray yourself with that characteristic in a way because you got to arm yourself with like guns and stuff like that just in case any scenario like that happens.
Would I get into the nitty gritty of like rappers and stuff? I think it's just these guys or this men that you call, they just want to feel like they're a part of something. Or they just want to feel like they're
a gang or
or they're I don't like
that promotes them.
Yeah, you can say gang like rappers this that, but it's just the idea of being a guy and being like I'm a part of this or I made this amount of money.
Like what he was saying.
I think it's
You know
more
what I mean?
they feel like they're missing out.
Yeah.
Rather than trying to feel like a part of it, I think they feel like
Rather,
they're missing out.
like for example, like we all hang out as friends and brothers in Islam, but then to them they hang out as brothers in crime. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just part. They're trying to fill that void of brotherhood, but in the wrong way and promoting the wrong things.
Yeah.
Whereas like we've used that, but in a way of like, okay, we can talk about our religions and we can like
Exactly.
be in our religion. Whereas
Exactly.
it's like it's just gang violence, gang this is the boys, BDs, yeah, up shit. Grr.
And I understand that. I do get like if you're put into that environment with heaps of like niggas and people that like, you know, act in that certain way, you're obviously gonna get influenced.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
Yeah, it's easier said than done, to be fair.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard for you to be the only person to be in there and make the change.
Yeah.
But it can be done. But that's most of the times, or 99% of the times, you would have to isolate yourself for you to make that change.
Yeah. Now, when I think about the situation, I try not to compare it to myself because clearly I've had the right people along the way to help me.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
clearly they haven't. You know what I mean?
Alhamdulillah.
And that's given to everyone. Clearly you've had like the right parents, alhamdulillah, or you've had the right siblings.
Yeah.
But to them, imagine you in a world where everywhere you look, it's just bad people. That's
Yeah,
it.
but you know the thing. It's the same way. Look, there's people that had a good upbringing, but they still like falter. It just depends. Like in the end of the day, it's up to you. You can't be like, oh my goodness, I grew up in this such a bad environment my whole
But
life.
at the end,
I'm just gonna because this is all I've known. I'm gonna only be this way.
yeah, but that's comparing it to you.
No, I'm not comparing it to me. I'm saying it's
That,
been
you're
millions of
speaking
people.
from a perspective of how you would go about things, yes or no?
No. I'm saying like this happens a lot. Like there's people that grew up in good households, you know, parents and everything like that, but they decide to mess up their life. People do that all
Yeah,
the
but
time.
I do believe that you are the majority of who you hang around, pretty much. So you can say, oh yeah, we can turn around and make a... Yes, you can. But when you're around gangbangers all day and people who
100%.
sell drugs and you don't know where your next meal is, but the only
100%.
way to get that next meal is to sell drugs, which is not an excuse.
Yeah.
But someone's gonna eat and someone's gonna starve.
Yeah, but still, in the end of the day, individually, it's still up to that person to make that choice.
100%. But it's not easy when you have Frank
Oh, yeah,
Loco
no.
or whoever on the side saying, hey,
Yeah.
come do this. You can make a bit of money.
Yeah, true. But look,
You know?
I'm not saying
It's
it's
tempting,
easy.
it is tempting.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's easy. Nothing good in life comes easy. You know what I mean? So that's it's just all a challenge. It's still all a test. But if you fail that test, you can't be like, oh, I never had, bruv. No, it's still up to you. And then at the end of the day,
Yeah,
nothing good ever comes easy. So that's just literally what it is. So yeah, I emphasize like, you know, they're in a bad environment, this that, but still, in the end of the day, it's up to you to make that change.
Do you reckon black women with missing parents or black women who have grown up just with a single parent, let's say father and not mother,
Yeah.
and not have the roles of like, you know, the female.
Yeah.
Damn, I don't want to get cancelled.
Nah, go just say.
It's too late,
You're
bro.
asking a question. You have a query about.
Hey, but you guys get the point, yeah. But yeah, let's say single parent father.
Yeah.
You reckon that would have a big effect on the way she acts?
Yeah, but in a positive way, because there's been so much research done that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking positive, but then also if you think about it, if she doesn't have the like mother roles,
Yeah.
or like if she doesn't have like you know, if she hasn't been taught by the mother to do the right roles in the right way of like, you know, a general female will be acting at home, like wouldn't that like disadvantage her in the way she acts?
I mean, okay, this is gonna sound sexist or double standard, but I feel like if it was the other way around, for my opinion, she would thrive less. Rather, if she's under the safeguard of the father, not
Yeah.
trying to be a dickhead or nothing, I feel like she's more willing to thrive, because I feel like men are more willing to lay down the laws and the rules and the boundaries. Where if she was with her mum, I feel like her mum will be more
Yeah.
flexible with those rules and boundaries and telling her this is right. you explained it a little
Yeah,
bit?
so mothers actually lose control over their children past a certain age. They
Yeah.
actually can't keep them in check no more because the children just they can get too rebellious and too out of hand for the mother to actually keep in check. That's why you need the father figure to carry it on, to keep them in check for the rest of the time, you know, until they become adults.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Boys, I want to know if I was having a conversation with like a family friend, and the person I was talking to, I was like, I asked them a question. I was like, "Oh, do you think you've done a good job with your kids?" And the person was like, "Yeah." And then I was like, I thought about it for a second, and I was like, "Oh, well, for my opinion, you can't really say that until your kids get to an age where they don't have to listen to you. Then I feel like you get to a point where you then can decide, oh, I raise good kids or not. Because it's easier to tell someone that's 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16 what to do. But then start get to that age of 17, 18 when it's like, oh, mom and dad have already taught us not to disrespect them.
Yeah.
So it becomes like a second nature thing.
Yeah.
Whereas like, they're like, oh, well, I've got away with things when I was little. Let me test the waters when I'm 17, 18.
Yeah.
And I can say, piss off, you know? Or like, even in the Western country we live, it's the good social services, khalas. Like, mom and dad hit me. You're finished.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like that though.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, mom and dad did this.
I think we already touched on this topic. I think last episode. Oh no, that didn't go out. With the what is it called? LGBT.
What about
Did you
I
cover
know we
that?
don't want to talk about this again, but I just
Oh,
gotta
no,
touch
no.
on that a
Did
little
that
bit.
episode get released?
in Sweden? In Sweden, they take away your kids. What's it called? If like they think the teachings you're teaching them is too extreme.
I'm actually so
But the
disappointed about
teachings
that, though.
but what they're teaching their kids is just grounded in the religion. Like
It's
you can
bad,
support
bro.
the
The laws that we have over here
Yeah.
are going to back them up rather than back the parent up. So let's say if you have a child and they choose to go a different route, let's say you have a female kid, they want to change gender, they want to become a male, bro. If you were to try and say no, you can't do that or stop, that's immediately like they can immediately go to the police, they can go to anyone just to go and try and get you into jail, and that can be easily done.
Yeah,
without any regrets.
But I'm even disappointed in Sweden because Sweden's like, I'm pretty sure on the world rankings of good countries, it's like pretty up there. In like
Yeah,
the
but
top
based on
top
what?
10.
What?
Based on health,
They're probably taking
health, education.
I think it has like
they're
the
like
best
the
education
top
system in the
one.
world.
Yeah, so I'm surprised they're doing something like that.
Yeah.
Because like, if your country's that good, then geez, I don't think you should.
I think that's
Be
where
telling
it
people
plays a part. When the country is that good, they try to be very supportive,
Yeah, true.
and when they try to be supportive, it can lead to the wrong way with
True.
other people thinking of the country.
True.
So that's kind of
There's
something
a
that.
thing going on in France at the
fumbled.
moment. I can't even remember.
Yeah, France having like a
Midlife
Oh,
crisis.
the are you talking about that after school thing?
Yeah.
I don't know, but they said they have some
But-
pop culture thing after.
Well, Frank is just bonkers, but Frank is absolutely stupid.
France.
Like,
Yeah,
they're actually so dumb. They're trying to ban people from wearing the scarf. Like in certain places, you're not even allowed to wear the scarf. Like you have to take it off. I'm like, how can you rip someone of their rights?
Yeah,
And
bro, that's crazy.
But that to me,
Oh
that's
my days.
absolutely bonkers. Like,
That's
so you're telling me I can't even wear the scarf?
yeah,
That's
that's
everywhere I
despicable,
want.
bro.
that's actually crazy. Why is it freedom of expression to, you know, push and like push down through everyone's throat like the, you know, views like LGBTQ and like all this type of stuff, but it's not freedom of expression to just practice your religion. That's crazy. That's the thing about France. It's like such a double standard, and just look like subhanallah, Allah's actually punishing them
Yeah,
for what they're doing. Like the country is destroying itself.
yeah, pretty much.
And another thing too, do you know what also is like the whole LGBTQ plus A, whatever it's called, right? Like,
LMAO.
yeah, look, now it's gotten so far.
That's crazy.
It's gotten so far that they're destroying themselves too. This guy's calling me. You guys talk.
Mid comment, hey, you guys talk. Shout out to friends, man.
Shout out to
I hope
friends, man.
I hope you're done. But yeah,
We're gonna pause this video for a sec.
now
we'll
we're
be
back.
back.
Don't worry.
Psych, we're back right
Damn.
now.
But yeah, I
But
think
yeah, the French curtain.
I think it's
sorry.
just the idea. It's just bonkers. Like to me, it's just like you're willing to go to the farthest length of ripping people of their religion and identity just so you can promote your nonsense, and then you accept everyone to accept it.
to accept
then-
it. Exactly. That's
Yeah,
outrageous.
like,
That's
come
not
on,
right.
dog.
Because where's
But
the freedom in?
I find that so. I don't. To me, like telling someone they're covering their hair for the sake of Allah that you're not allowed to wear your scarf anywhere. To me, that's absolutely bonkers.
That's a violation, bro.
That's
a
like telling
big
me
violation.
you're not allowed to pray in certain areas. To me, it's like you're gonna tell me I can't pray
Literally,
here or I can't.
literally,
like,
yeah.
I'm just like, to me, that's mind
You're
blowing.
not
Like,
able to practice your religion.
you
at
have to
all.
take off your scarf to feel like you're a part. Nah, that's nonsense. Get out of here. might as well not even live in France.
That's
then.
not right, man. That's not right.
Do you know what I think it is? I think it's rooted in something deeper than just them not wanting them to wear the scarf. I think it's rooted in like a sense of shame, like what's that word called? Embarrassment maybe. Like for example, imagine you got someone here, yeah, they're doing something like for a greater purpose. They're not only doing it for themselves, they're doing it like for the sake of God. You know what I mean? Like they're controlling themselves. They're not overstepping boundaries for a certain purpose. But you over here, you have all these freedoms, so-called freedoms. You got all this liberty and stuff like that, yeah? Right. And you look at someone who has a certain level of discipline and they can control what they do. It's almost like a superiority complex. You feel like I'm better than this person because I can do whatever I want. But how come this guy right here, he has all these freedoms and stuff like that, but he's not doing what I think is freedom?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. It's kind of like a weird thing. It's hard for me to even like intellectualize or just even explain.
Bro, I feel like they just get insecure or intimidated every time one of our Islamic sisters wear like, you know, a hijab or cover their face. Because other people that do it that are not Muslim or Islamic, it just gives them a harder time to, like, let's say if they're trying to go through the airport and they need a body search or something like that. And
you're actually so right.
They need to go through something like that. Once they get put through those scan systems and stuff like that, it gives them a harder time because obviously they're covering their face and there's no reason for them to wear it because it's not like they're not Islamic unless they want to wear it for drip or something like that. But people that do have the excuse that, you know, they're Islamic and stuff like that, they do have the right to wear that stuff.
You know, no. Hey, that's actually true. Like this is what I was trying to say before.
Drip.
This is what I was trying to say before. Look. I think maybe they see it like this. They see it like I have all these freedoms and doing all this stuff, but I'm not as happy as this person who's restricted in what they can do. How come this person here is happier than me? And they have,
and I think that's where they start to cancel out things.
I think the problem is like for them, it's hard to measure why our happiness is up here.
Exactly.
Their mind mentally can't like they can't break it down. Like why are these people so happy, but then their lifestyles like restrictive. They can't do the things that we do. But then they manage to be happy and function normal.
That's exactly, and it burns them. It itches, like it actually itches them that they can't. They don't have the freedom. They don't have the liberty to go to this Muslim sister that respects herself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That doesn't want to show herself to the world. That doesn't want to, objectify herself. They see her and be like, why are you doing that for? Why are you not objectifying yourself? Why can't we see you? Why can it only be exclusive to, people that you want it to be exclusive to? You should be exclusive to everyone else.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like a sense of entitlement. It's like they feel entitled to, be controlling over this Muslim sister that's covering herself, that's protecting herself, that's protecting her chastity. And they want a certain level of control over it. That's why they're so angry. And it's actually disgusting. And
the way I can break it down to anyone, any man or any person that's in some type of relationship and their woman exposes themselves or doesn't dress as appropriate as they should, or I guarantee you all the men out there want their woman to dress appropriately. Even the one that say, oh no, it's okay, go do this, go do that, just like this, I don't care. At the end of the day, you do care. Because when someone's looking at your partner or someone's saying this about your partner and then you get all angry about it and want to play head honcho, then you look at yourself like, oh, maybe I should have told her that I didn't like the way she dresses before I start bashing the guy for looking at her.
Touche.
Yeah, that's actually
touche. Yeah.
Dog,
you said that clear as hell.
Like, dog, just if you don't like it, then tell her to dress more appropriately.
Yeah, but
that's facts.
We live in a day and age where you can't tell a female nothing, even though you have a certain level of authority over her. Because that's your female.
Yeah, 100%.
You should have a certain level of control over someone that you care about, that you're willing to lay your life down for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I have a female that I'm in love with, that I'm with her and I'm married to her, like I'm willing to lay my life down for her. Yeah. I'm willing to make sacrifices for her. Yeah. I should have a certain level of control where I can put ourselves in a situation where
in a good state where we go through.
You know what I mean? Or she should be able to control herself. She shouldn't wear stuff that's gonna put us in a predicament where I have to, you know what I mean?
But I think
my life in danger.
It's just that boss woman era. But
but this is what I was gonna say. I was just gonna say, I look at least 99% of men. Yeah, there is no man on the earth who has a girl. Okay, no matter even if they're in an open relationship or they're in like a closed relationship and a strict relationship, there's no guy on the earth that wants to share their female with any other person. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And nowadays, like it's been like pushed, like it's a bit glamorized to have like an open relationship where you and your partner, you guys are in a
Yeah,
relationship,
bro.
and you guys can just go
So
sleep
you can
around.
pretty free roam and then
Risky as
For the
hell.
for the
People-
guy, bruv, there is no such like you're not fine with that. Even
Yeah.
if you try to make yourself think you're
bro,
fine with
the
that, you're not
moment
fine
she
with
told you she slept with XYZ, you're finished.
that. Yeah, and do you know the thing?
Your mind will never be the
Yeah,
same.
and do you know what's the thing? Like they do this mental gymnastics to tell themselves like, oh, they're alright with it, and everyone else is just trying to push their insecurities onto them.
Yeah.
But bruv,
But Doug, you're not alright with it.
Where?
You're just telling yourself you're alright with it.
yeah, but you're not alright with it.
No, you're
Like,
not. 100%.
How can you be secure with the idea that your female can go sleep with someone that is probably better than you? They can
That's
find someone that's
crazy,
better than you.
man. And that's just to make sure that she thinks that you're right with it.
Yeah.
And just to make sure that she doesn't go away. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, but it's not true. There's no guy
It's not true,
that's on
yeah.
the earth that he's like, oh, I'm alright with my girl being seen by other guys.
Like me, as long as-
it's alright with me not, for my girl to go sleep with other people, and I don't really care about it.
trust does play a big role, man. Does play a big role.
Yeah.
If you find the right one, inshallah, man.
Bruv, do you know that's actually my biggest fear at the moment? Getting cheated on. Like if I was married
Trust?
and I get
Oh,
cheated.
getting cheating?
Yeah, bro. I don't know, bro. That's actually I've been seeing too much TikToks about.
Yeah, the thing is, it's so sad because let's say you put your whole value, lifetime, and stuff like that into it, right?
Yeah.
Into that relationship.
Yeah.
And then you come to a point where it's, let's say you spent over 8 years with that female.
More even. But
More.
yeah.
Bro.
And then she comes up with another child. I don't want to mention, but I did hear this story just recently with someone.
Man down.
Yeah, tough.
Some rescue him.
Find out that this person has a child with a different man.
Man
It's
down.
absolutely
Man down.
life taunting, bro. That's like
Yeah. Do you know I don't know what the
that's upsetting. Like that's
I'll break it down for you guys. I think, well, smart enough as a bunch of grown black men on this table to distinguish the difference between someone that is gonna cheat, most definitely, and someone that
that's
won't.
true.
Yeah, and
that's
someone that
true.
won't cheat.
Yeah, that's
Because you know within your right mind that okay, she's moving a bit funny or like
yeah.
maybe I shouldn't.
Should be able to
you know?
scared out the flags.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't assess that. And that's what I find. But a lot, if you flip it the other way, a lot of women can't see the flags, or they're willing to accept the flags just to see the better in the person.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
And then when
problem.
shit
But that's,
goes left, I should have left him.
yeah, but that's true. But look, maybe that's why females shouldn't be allowed to they can pick who they want to marry and stuff like that, or who they want to be with. But bro, they should have like some type of male influence on who they get to be with. Because females, like, come on, bro, they're just not good at picking a guy to be with. Like, feels just solely left on the female. It's not. They're not making the best choices.
Yeah, I think it's just a lot of bad examples as well. Maybe they didn't have the right father around. Maybe they didn't have the right brothers around. But
Yeah.
I think if a girl sees that her dad is a good man, is a pious man, looks after himself, looks after his
Influences, man.
family,
Influences,
helps
like,
his
bro.
family, loves his family, I think a woman most likely gonna pick a man similar to that status
Yeah, true.
because she knows the standard of what a good man is.
I don't
Yeah,
know
true.
if- I don't know.
But even with that, bruv, sometimes you get because look, it's like this. Women are very emotional. They're looking at the person that makes that like fulfills them emotionally. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
but then that's when the niggas become manipulated. I'll be honest.
Yeah, but
niggas are very manipulative when it comes to stuff like that.
but that's the thing. But like, it's a small percentage of guys that get manipulated by women, but it's a large percentage of women that can get manipulated by guys.
True.
So that's what I'm trying to say. That's why goes back to what I was saying before, like when a woman's picking a guy, this is not only for Muslims, because for Muslims, like the parents, like the father's always gonna have like a say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A certain level, like a
Not the overall, but
yeah, but he's still gonna have
He's
like
gonna-
a large influence. But I'm saying for people that just non-Muslims and people that don't care too much, but you should have like a male figure, someone that actually knows, not like your best friend that just supports everything you do. Someone that actually
Mush?
cares about you, like a male figure that actually cares about you, to have a certain level of influence.
yeah, whether it be a brother or like a step brother, a half brother that you've known a very
Yeah.
long time, or a stepdad that's just like a father figure that's filling the role, or someone that's just known you for a long
Or if you're an
time.
older woman and you have kids, your son will actually end up picking a guy that's good for you. Do you know that?
You reckon?
Yeah, yeah.
Damn.
Like no. You have a mother. You want the best for your mother.
Mm.
If a guy tries to come in your mother's life, you will check that guy.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
110%. That's what every single son.
It's a good way to explain it.
Yeah.
And I know for these females around our generation, bruh, I don't know if having like a high amount of body counts is a flex. Do you
Nah,
realize
that's
that?
not a flex. That's disgusting.
That's absolutely disgusting. Yeah,
That's
in our
disgusting.
perspective, but I don't know if they see it like that. But
No, I don't.
I see a lot of females talk about.
I don't think they say it like that. I explain it because a lot of videos I've seen, I don't think they say it like that. I think they just
You've
they,
been seeing these reels.
they
yeah, on
want
TikTok
people.
and
They
Instagram,
just feel like everyone should accept it for what it is.
No, it's not
that's
that.
it.
I'll tell you. This is exactly how they see it. I'll tell you. This is what females with high body can see. They want to be looked at. They want to be like this. They want to go and do all this promiscuous stuff. They want to sleep with whoever they want. They want to have these casual hookups. They want to have this casual sex. All right. But once they make that change, they actually made that change. They understand that they can actually make that change because all the choice in the end of the day. If you want to go sleep around who you want to be, you want to be go be a hoe. You can go be a hoe. All right. But what they're thinking like, what if I actually make a change? What happens when I make a change? And I don't want to be in that type of lifestyle anymore. Am I just still useless? Am I just still nothing? Do I just have no value? Even though I've decided to take back that lifestyle, you know, and I acknowledge that was wrong. But now I'm not doing that anymore. So it's almost like I didn't do it.
Yeah.
That's what they're thinking of as. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is true. If someone makes a change, they've actually changed.
No,
They're not that type of person anymore.
I think.
But here's the thing. But the consequences of your actions still apply to you.
Yeah.
No,
Even if
why
you make
not?
the change. Because
Why not
100%,
stick
look,
with
look.
that change from the start, though.
No.
but-
Here's the thing. No, look. I'm a firm believer in this. I'm a firm believer in this. Anyone and everyone